back to this Last of Us thing. I first of all, the show's phenomenal. Yeah, it's just excellent. It's just excellent. I love the world. I love what they built. And I'm this specific episode, everybody, bro. If I got the vaccine in me or whatever, and I pull up to a town like that old Jackson Hole, you got electricity, you have food, you got a movie theater, you got everything that you need.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving to go to Salt Lake City for a maybe? No.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I'm pulling Joel aside. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers. We got it.
Yeah, we're good.
We can't develop it here? Pull in some scientists?
Literally, that's what I thought. I was like, yo, send somebody down to Salt Lake, bring them back up here, and let's see if we can science this shit. But I'm not moving, bro.
Somebody else brought up a good point. If you're the episode before, they drive through Kansas City, or 2 episodes before, why are we driving through urban areas? What good can come from that? There gotta be a way.
They don't want to drive through the urban area.
Is there no other way?
Well, in the episode, they pull up and there was a block on the highway.
Oh, that's
so the
right.
idea
That's
was
why they went. Okay, I
they
forgot
go,
about
we'll
that.
just veer out and then get right back on because they know that urban areas is where the fuck shit
you're
happens.
right. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
They thought about that shit.
Kansas City doesn't look
They
good.
think about everything.
Yeah, they do.
Doesn't look that different.
What, now that
It looks weirdly similar.
Yeah.
No, they're just
It's a
barbecuing the
fucking
people.
dump.
Yeah, it didn't touch them that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just, I saw that. I saw how, I love how people kind of recreate society. I think it's really exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is great. You guys fucking did it. You don't have to say a single word to anybody, or you can say it. Tell them, listen, I got the vax. I can't die. I'm not moving. You either kill me and then nobody get vaccinated, or you go find some fucking scientists.
Oh, yeah. That's a great solution.
You got all the cards.
100%. I didn't even think about that.
So I'm just, that was the one thing that just drove me fucking crazy about it.
Yeah, it's dumb to send the fucking possible vaccine out there in danger.
Yeah.
Keep us safe.
What's the most valuable asset? Like, there's a bunch of scientists that can be sciencing. There's only one person that can be.
And she's protected right now by a full-ass fort.
Now, I
People
will
with
say
guns.
this. Now, I'm going to make the argument for the town, which is if they go tell another town or a revolutionary group, hey, we have the vaccine over here, and we happen to have a town with a movie theater and electricity because there's a dam by the river, and we have food for everybody, and then hunting, and it's fortified. They're gonna go, whoa. I'm sick of being in fucking Kansas City or Salt Lake or whatever these dumps that they're staying in. We're taking over that fucking town, and it's game over for everybody.
Yeah,
in
that's a
it.
good
So
point.
you gotta be tight on it.
Good point.
You can't just let everybody know. Another thing I just thought of, he says to his brother, Joel says to his brother, this was Tess's dying wish. So I think he's doing it a lot to honor her.
Yeah.
And not just keeping her back. I said I'd get her to these fucking fireflies. I don't even know so good about these people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get her to these fireflies. That was her dying wish. I have to honor that.
Yeah.
And that bitch is dead, bro. Which one? They had a movie
Tess.
theater in that bitch.
they didn't really play up that. They didn't play up that relationship enough. I don't think.
promises
That
What's
is
that?
true. The
Yeah.
Tess and Joel relationship.
Yeah.
Because it kind of seems early on like, this is a great point, because it kind of seems like she's kind of almost like a side chick.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like he's not fully in love with her. He's not fully in a relationship with her.
It's a very tricky thing. I think that's a good point. And in the game, they don't play it up at all. And I think it's a really tricky thing to do because this guy clearly has shut down emotionally after he lost his daughter and he feels responsible for his daughter being dead. So he can't all of a sudden be this emotional sap for this woman, Tess. He can be her protector, but he can't have like this uber connectivity. Right? And now all of a sudden you're seeing him, like in this episode, have these like panic attacks because he's fearing that he might actually lose this girl.
Yeah.
He's allowed himself to love somebody.
Yeah.
So low key, I think Tess was just like the homie with a pussy. Do you know what I mean? Like I
That's
think
all he would let her be.
Yeah,
in his
like
brain.
he knew that she was more, but it wasn't. The block was still there, but this little girl opened him up.
Yeah.
Now he's having the panic attacks. Now he's fearing like, oh, I could lose her.
And it's another like daughter basically that you
I think he was almost like, I'm gonna lose Tess eventually. Everybody dies. Like but I think it is an interesting point. He's so sad. He's so upset about Tess being dead. He doesn't even let people talk about it. In this episode, he even lies about it. His brother asks, "How's Tess?" And she's good.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So You didn't see that
How's
shit,
that-
son. Yeah.
I wanted to, I
It is
wanted
right.
to backslap the shit out of him right now.
Is it not right?
almost
Is it not right?
You
Am
brought
I
up such a
lying?
good point earlier. I was like, yeah, okay.
Am I lying though?
I almost
That
said
is
it's
right though.
I really, I
That's right.
I don't
That's
trust him
right.
ever again with anything.
That's right though.
I don't trust him in any conversation. I don't
right.
trust anything.
Hey, guess what? That's also right.
Yeah.
You nailed it with that, too.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Just a bad guy.
It's called
bro.
yes anding, bro.
Yo,
Oh, you didn't
Miles,
learn improv.
I know who's
You guys
fucking
didn't
up the
learn
cams,
improv.
bro.
Yeah,
I
I
know
do
who's
too.
fucking up the cams.
Yeah, I do too.
Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies
Yeah,
closer.
it's the
my
other
G.
guy filming in here all the time, moving shit around.
No, it's not,
Bad. You weren't protecting him.
Yeah.
You weren't protecting him.
See?
And what did protecting him get you? He
Nothing.
fucking doubled down on your ass.
I know.
God,
Made fun of
damn.
you for not having a wife.
Bad guy.
Bad fucking guy.
Called you a terrorist, bro.
Yeah.
That part is true, actually. I do believe that still.
Did Miles a terrorist?
Yeah, 100%.
It is weird. It's odd.
It is odd, the connectivity, I must say, but let's get back to Last
back
of
to
Us.
Last of Us.
Okay. What do you guys think is gonna happen? I know because I played this video game, so I don't want to spoil anything for y'all. But the end of the episode, my man is stabbed
Son,
up.
I was like, oh my God. And I don't know what happens. In my brain, I was like, yo, HBO got no problem in general killing people.
yeah.
This show killed the girl I thought was the main character in the first episode.
Yeah.
Could Joel die? I really, in my brain, I'm like, I don't think so, but I have no idea what happens. So in my brain, I'm like, yo, how does this guy fucking live through this?
Yo,
That's
I
my
lo-
actual thought.
Can and I want to hear your reaction to it too. But like,
you know, I watched the shit before.
Oh, he
So,
watched the whole
so
thing,
you
yeah.
know, so don't say anything. But it's funny because my girl hit me and she was like, "Does Joel die?"
That was my thought. I
And-
did this watching.
But that's what HBO does to you. That's how fire HBO is.
Yeah.
Is HBO has set a tone that they will kill anybody.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter how important you are to the show. It doesn't matter if you're the superstar. It doesn't matter if you're the most beloved fucking character. You're dead, right?
Yeah.
And because they do that, you watch the end of that episode and you're like, oh, that motherfucker out of here.
He might be.
Yeah.
I legitimately was like, they can't do this. And then I was like, but can they?
And
It's
also,
HBO.
I'm thinking because I played the game, so I kind of know what happens. Have I said that before
Yeah.
on this episode? But there are little things that change from the game.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't think they make that big of a change if he lives, but you never know.
and who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. You kid, that's too big of a shape.
The fans
But
would
then the
riot
whole
or
shit is
something
done.
like that, but that thought will cross your mind for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, definitely. It crossed my mind. I was like, shit, I wonder if this is gonna be one of those changes from the game. But then I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have to, maybe the brother would have to come to replace him or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
you still need that dynamic of, you know, this girl needs to get someplace and somebody has to help her get there. Type
Yeah.
of-
You don't think he could die at the end of the season?
I mean, the goal is getting the fucking vaccine.
That's my point. Like,
We
what
know
if-
this show is 2 seasons, so in my mind, it won't happen, but also I guess it could.
We know for a fact it's 2 seasons.
I'm fairly certain. Let me not say I know for a fact. I've heard before, and then I looked at the IMDb. They have 2 seasons listed,
Oh,
but that
really?
could just mean they've greenlit a second.
They
It could
got
be
a
a third.
season. They got a part 2 of the video game. So if they do part 1 as season 1, part
okay.
2 as season 2, that could happen. And I asked what happens in part 2 because I didn't want to buy the game because I'd just be so addicted.
Yeah.
So, son, I have to actually limit myself.
Who did you ask?
You could make so much money streaming video games. It's still crazy to me. That
F
you're
it.
like,
But I should do that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's entertaining.